Hello and welcome to Tarot Q&A Tuesday. Fabulous to be here as always. I'm Fiona McLeod, welcoming you to Ask Your Questions Live. Lucky enough, we do have a few questions that have been sent in ahead of time. You can get ahead of the game as well if you like. You can send your questions in for next week to my email, fiona@sirensoul.com, or you can punch it in the chat right now and get an answer if you are here live. Welcoming those that I can see have attended. Please do make a comment so that I know who is watching, and feel free to give me a thumbs up because I love a bit of encouragement. Let's get started with the first question, everyone. Who am I going to talk about? Who are we going to talk to? Patricia. I recently moved to live in a different country for a dream job opportunity. However, I'm now at a crossroads, having second thoughts. Is it correct action for me to come home, or do I give it a little more time? All right, Patricia, let's get into your vibe. Oh, it's hard, isn't it? When you think you're doing the right thing and then suddenly there's a kerfuffle. Like suddenly we are hit with the challenge and we need to know, is this a lesson to overcome, or is this in fact the wrong direction? You know, there's always a message. Is it to let it go or to turn into a new direction? What we're going to do is just tune into the energy and ask, is it correct action to stay on, and do we get any more advice about what this is about for Patricia? Okay. We're getting there. Hold the line, callers, and remember, punch your question into the chat. Is it correct action to stay there and carry on? Well, in all fairness, what we have pulled here is the wishes come true card. That would imply a massive yes. Just stay and allow the process to unfold a little longer. Could there be a greater lesson at hand here that is to be unraveled? Yes, it's time to remember what you're passionate about, why you came there in the first place, what took you on that journey. Ignite that fire inside. Remember, it may pay to do some journaling on it to really recall your personal story that got you to this place, and that might stir a bit of fire. I feel that the loneliness or the lack of common ground and friends around you may be blurring the situation. It's really, I mean, you always have the choice if you want to come home. However, it's not time yet. It's not time yet is the answer. Stay on your game and keep focused on what your passion is inside. What is your dream? You said it's a dream opportunity. So make sure that you remember what that was meaning in your heart. All right, let's jump to the next person. Let me know who's there. Give me a thumbs up either in the chat or literally a like. Now we have Michelle. I'm ready to put my first book into print tomorrow. Ooh, it's pretty amazing. Is this correct action to do so? Many thanks for your queendom. Oh, my pleasure. Is it correct action to put the first book into print tomorrow? Is now the right time? We'll just tune into Michelle's energy. Yes, Michelle, we just want to know, is it the right time to launch this great new book idea? Well, it sounds like you might have a few coming, a few in the making. Feels that way. It certainly is. Absolutely. We have the Three of Wands. Now, this implies a creativity, a stepping forward, a creation into a new land. All of this, you can see this guy, he's actually stepping forward into a new land, and those wands represent passion and creativity, creations, things that you've made. So this is good. This is very good. I love it, in fact. So we're going to just say, do it right here, right now. Now, what we always do is a collective consciousness reading. That means for everyone watching who's not asking a question, this is your message, whether or not you are live or watching this in 10 years from today. Hello, Claire. Lovely to have you here. Beautiful, beautiful. Oops, I'm just throwing the cards on the floor. this would be 2 cards that I'm just going to take notice of. Actually, I'll just show you them. Maybe they mean something to you, maybe they don't. We've got the soulmate card and we've got the wedding card. Is that relevant to you? Well, we will just put these cards back in and do a conscious shuffle for everyone involved. Whew, let's get in the zone. What do we all need to hear right now? And how many cards are we going to get? We're going to get 3 cards today. Quite often we are drawn to do a 3-card past, present, future. Is that what we're doing today? Seems to be the way. Everyone, what is our message? There's a lot of struggle going on at this time, I've found. I must admit, it's when we don't take a look from a bird's eye view. Sometimes when we find ourselves in a bit of a kerfuffle, it is really important to step back and say, what advice would you give yourself if it was a friend feeling as you are right now? I found that quite helpful for myself. You know what they say? Sometimes I talk to myself. Sometimes I need expert advice. Some funny saying like that. Yes, I talk to myself. Sometimes I need expert advice. Actually, it's such a great saying. People say it as a bit of a piss take, but the reality is if you take it from a more intuitive perspective and you see that as you talking to your higher self, talking to the greater wisdom of you, then in fact, you are talking to the expert. That is the comes in as a great tool to help you get the answers from your higher wisdom, from the higher mind. Okay, the first card for the collective conscious, we have it. The second card is coming right up. Oh, now if you've got a subject in mind that you're curious to know something about or you want clarity on, take it into this spread. So this could be about money, relationships, health, career, love, whatever you want. A third, fourth, third. In saying that, I'm going to give you a refined summary in any minute. Ooh, good stuff. Oh my goodness, I'm sure we did something like this last week or something similar. Okay, this is pretty blimmin' special, actually. This is the art of creating your abundance. I mean, you saw me shuffling. These cards are literally how to live your best life, how to create abundance for yourself, how to have everything your heart desires. How else can we say this? I'm going to enjoy reading this. This is going to be probably my favorite reading I've ever done because we're starting with the Magician. Maybe I should do it back to front because of the camera. The Magician, for those of you who know, he's the magic maker. He casts spells out to the universe. Well, that's how I like to word it. You could call this goal setting, intention setting. You could even call it where your focus goes, energy flows. So what this dude is doing is he's got one arm up. He's like casting his spell out to the universe and the other arm is down. So he's going to get the energy flowing right through his arms, through his heart to create what he wants. So the first step is life advice. Get clear on what you want and really get clear on how you think that's going to make you feel and just create this feeling, this image, this concept around. Now, this is the outcome. You sitting pretty, having the life of your dreams. We're going to leave it like that. So this is the process. How to do that. How to go from A to B or A to Z or from, unhappy to happy, from broke to abundant, from unwell to super healthy and vibrant, from single to in love. I'm about to give you the answer. What more could you want in your life today? The answer is this, the star. Now, the star card is so beautiful. It is an 8 energy. So it's about personal power, empowerment, self-love, confidence, how to get it. How do we get that? Because when we feel in our personal power, when we feel aligned with our soul, when we are radiating like the star itself, it is because we have being vulnerable, like this naked woman here. She's naked. She sees the nudie Rudy. She is being able to seek into her rawness, her deeper self, her inner self, and to discover who she is from the inside out. And then what she's got here is 1 foot in the water and 1 foot on the land. What this basically means is having your head in the clouds and your feet on the ground, meaning you blend logic and intuition. You use your humanness and your ability to tap into your higher self. So it's quite funny. We were just talking about that with the last reading, the last person. The message here is in order to have whatever it is you want, you must be vulnerable with yourself and clean up whatever is not making you feel radiant and alive. So any of those self-doubt thoughts, those inner critic comments, the negative thinking, the focusing on the bad in the world, and come into the vibrancy of what it's like to be a star. If you're going to be a star, you've got to keep your eye on the prize of that freedom, that expression of yourself, that your unique stardom, finding your unique gift that only you in the world are here to do, or share, or be, or create. Whew, how to get from making wishes. So it's not so much a past, present, future as in this moment in time. It's a past, present, future of how to manifest your abundance, how to get what you want. People think manifestation is all about dream boards and focusing on thinking about the check for $10 million, or you know what, it's not like that. All we need to do is get in the vibration of being our best self, because when we're in our vibration of high energy, we are in our dream life vibration, and it will effortlessly just become our reality. The and other social medias that talk about how to manifest and forcing the law of attraction for you, it's all back to front. You just need to do your own work, be vulnerable with yourself, and find your authenticity through an ability to tap into your higher consciousness, clean out your subconscious limiting beliefs, and be clear in your conscious on exactly what it is you want and why. Meaning why? How do you think it's going to make you feel? Cool. There's a bit of tarot wisdom for today. Funny, actually, because the client I just saw before this reading, similar message, something in the ear today, something in the ear. That happens, right? Got to be very careful who you hang around with and where you hang around, because energy is everywhere, like everything is energy. So if you're hanging around not so healthy vibes, or you're living with people that are super grumpy, or you're working in a place where they really need to clean up the mess, careful. We pick up energy from other people. So just be mindful of your personal energetic field. Right, we're going to launch into the next question, and I'd love it if you could please all give me a thumbs up on the 1, 2, 3, because I can see you there, but I don't know who is watching. Talk to Pixie. Oh, Pixie. What is the energy like around starting up my fertility consulting business again? Maybe 1 day a week. What is the energy feeling like around this for Pixie? Pixie used to do this very successfully full time many years ago. So is it correct action to open that door again? You know, there's a very there's a very sentimental part to the story, and that is usually what aligns people to their passion and purpose, being in their career. I'm going to be interested to see what this says, because I have a few other things coming right at me about this. So we're going to just say, what's the energy around it? And then I'll share a different angle on it. I knew it. Yes, yes, yes. It's a yes card. Yes, start making this happen. Now, what I got, what the feelings and messages I was getting as I was pulling that card was it's very much about telling your story and coming at this from a different approach. I'm not 100% sure it's going to be a huge one-to-one consultancy as much as it's more of an advisory system panel or presentation of when you have a personal association with something like this that is dear to your heart, that heart's message can reach people very easily. Well, the right people, the people that are meant to find you, because you will genuinely resonate from your genuine heartfelt feelings. You can't genuinely resonate from a sales pitch from your head. That's the difference. Okay. So we love the idea of giving it a go for the 1 day a week, but watch this space is all I can say. You could have a lot of fun with this, revisiting the past. I feel like I've got lipstick on my teeth. Now, the reason I relate to this because I actually was in the well-being industry for 10 years between the ages of 20 and 30. And then I diverted out of the industry for about 10 years and had a massive burnout. And I came back to the wellness industry on supercharge. Like I came back to my old love, yet I fell into a grander scale of how I could help empower people, how I could help people to be their personal best. And of course, within that, the tarot is part of the unexpected addition. Whilst I'd had a pack of tarot cards for myself, my first pack I bought when I was like 19, and I never fully started reading professionally for years and years later after that. So you just don't know where these cards will lead, and you're not supposed to, because then that's like opening your Christmas presents before Christmas, isn't it? Yes. Hello, Zoe. Thanks for the collective reading. That is the 4th time I've had the Magician card drawn in the last 4 weeks. Wow! And everyone's getting the Magician, so Pixie did too. Okie doke. Who's coming up next? Who is coming next? Naomi. I'm working so hard on a business project at the moment. I'm beginning to think all the struggle may be a message that I'm going in the wrong direction. Am I? Or is it just short-term pain, long-term gain? Naomi, well, I'll give you some credit where credit is due, because it's super important to actually be able to witness that if we are pushing and trying and efforting too hard with anything in life, usually we're going like pushing crap uphill. And that means that really you may not need to completely stop doing something. We'll get to Naomi's question in a second. However, usually it's one of two things: change direction or stop. Or when I say change direction, it could be a little tweak of the project, a different approach, seeing things from a different point of view. Therefore, we'll just see. We're going to just pick a general card to see what the advice is. And is this the right card? Ah, look at this. Interesting. The Fool. The Fool is the start of a new journey, often depicting the start of a spiritual journey. It's a time of naivety, and it's also really important to remember that sometimes you have to go back to the beginning, even when you are a very wise or established person, because we actually have lots of cycles within our life. And if we think we're like know-it-all, or if we are trying to make old stuff work and it's not, it does feel like it's the start of a new journey. So I'm actually going to say it feels like you must continue, and the other, because it is the start. I'm now getting the Two of Wands, which can imply you're looking at the situation thinking, should I do it differently, or should I walk into a different world? Should I step into a different line of work, a different topic? The answer to that is I keep feeling just a slight new perspective on it. You need to, it's a new business project. Is it correct action to continue exactly as you have planned at this point? There's some tweaking to do. There is some tweaking to do. What is the tweaking? What is it? Tweaking. Naomi, what do you need to hear to help you to reset this business project? I feel there is an advisor, an intellectual advisor. I feel there needs to be a conversation with somebody who is, dare I say this, more on the logistical side, the intelligence, as opposed to, well, they still have heart, but yeah. Is this because somebody, Naomi, you've got me a bit stumped. Getting there. Yeah. It's correct action. There's just some, you just need to look at the whole thing as if you're starting a new business rather than a new project. Okay? Bear with, we can come back to that if we have more time. It's a lot to unpack in a quick speed tarot. Let's see. I would like to ask something. I would like to know, what feelings does my crush have for me? Whoa, okay. What's your first name? Is it Rachel? I don't know what the code name is referring to. Hannah. Hi, Hannah. Yes. Your crush. Where are you from, Hannah? Love to know. Okay, my code name. My crush. Hannah? We also know crush. Do they know you? Mexico! How awesome is that? All the way from Mexico. What does your crush think of you or feel for you? Hannah. Well, we've got the Hanged Man, Hannah, and this very much is looking at things from a different perspective. And she just wrote, we study each other. We study together. Right. Yeah. I don't feel that they are actually 100% on the same page that you are, but just bear with me. Yeah, at the moment, it's more of a worky kind of, it's a nice collaboration. Is there something that you could do to spark the interest in more than that? Yes, there is. I believe we've got the soulmate card here. The connection is possible to be developed. At the moment, are you hanging out in a group of 3 a lot? Because that third person is kind of getting in the way. There's somebody that's sort of making it a threesome instead of 2. And so I suggest that you maybe have some quality time together. I would step forward and initiate a date of sorts. All right, we'll go with that. Let's get on to the next person. Lee's a newcomer. Oh, hey, I'm a friend of Leah. I have a question. 9 months ago, I had a house fire and the insurance. Are the insurance going to pay out the full amount, or where do you see me going in the future? Are the insurance going to pay? Okay, so 9 months ago, you haven't got an answer, Lee. That's could be something that's nagging at you, isn't it? Let's see, Lee. Lee. I'm just going to get a general. Is the insurance going to be paid? Yeah. It's a work situation. Are you traveling somewhere? I do think that you will be paid. I do think you'll get some money, and that will allow you to. Is that moving? Are you moving? Are you planning to move somewhere? Wondering where that is. I feel somewhere near a church. Is that a weird thing to say? Somewhere near a church. Okay. Yeah. Let me just feel into that. What message does she need? Okay. Yeah. Somewhere where there's a great work opportunity. The collaboration of your skills with other people that have compatible or skills that work together nicely can help you. So that this means your focus needs to be on what you want to do more for a career rather than whether you're getting paid or not. I mean, yeah, rather than, although it does feel that the opportunity to literally move somewhere is floating. If that is what you're feeling, when I say focus on your career, I don't mean business, money. I mean what you want to do with your life. And that's really where you are getting a bit caught up in your head with making decisions. And it's like, that's how you feel, like blindfolded with two swords. You're like at this crossroads of, I just can't see. Because get out of your head and just feel into your dream life. And how possible could this be? Like if you didn't have to do what we think we have to do, like as in work hard, earn money, survive, what would you do? It's an opportunity for you to up level into your inner potential. So the money is really irrelevant to your next move. It might not feel like that. You obviously need money to help you to get to the next location, perhaps. But just follow the location first. When you feel happy and confident within yourself, the opportunities are going to follow. So forgetting about the insurance, which does feel like they will pay something that will allow some movement for you. And this can be you, an independent woman, successful in her own right, comfortable in her own skin. Yeah, really look at the big picture here. It's not just about, will I get paid and it's going to change my life. It's you decide first, all right? Hannah, that's my pleasure. Yeah, we used to have something, but now we're disconnected. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time and energy. It is my pleasure. You have so good. Come back again next week. Okay, whipping along to Naomi, Leah, Patricia, Pixie. Jess, as you know, I'm moving to London next year. But I also would really like to meet someone for a committed relationship. Because I'm planning to move, should I be looking for love? Oh, Jessica, I'm not going to put my penny worth in here. I'm just going to pull the card. Pull the card, Jessica. Thanks, guys. Have you given me some love yet? Some thumbs up? See a few of you more watching than there is thumbs up showing up. Just saying. I know things more than the tarot. Jessica, what do you need to hear about this particular thing? Gosh, we keep getting the same cards. Two of Wands. Well, we know this already. You've just told us what this is saying. If I ask this as a yes card, it would be a yes or no card. It would be a yes card. However, this is actually indicating a lot of things for you. This is a person. They are standing in their world that they are currently creating for themselves, and they're holding this globe like it's a potential for another world, another life. Could be a love life, could be living in London. There's all these could be's waiting. Do I? Don't I? The answer is always be open to what your heart desires. Don't try and tell the universe how to unfold it. You even know you might meet somebody who is also keen to go and live in London, or you might just have a short-term fling that was for a reason, a season, not a lifetime. The thing is, we cannot control those kind of aspects of our reality. Well, we think we can, and when we do, we mess it all up and lose the flow of what your divine guides would have wanted for you to be more happy. Therefore, if you feel excited about having a relationship, be open to it and allow the other person to make their own choices. You can't put your life on hold just because you're going overseas. And it's likely that somebody might love the opportunity to go overseas, or you might be over them by then. It's very much, you can be honest. Obviously, you're not going to lead someone down the garden path and then go, oh, sorry, by the way, going to London next month. Yet, just follow the heart, not the mind, remember. And the mind is saying, is it sensible? Intuition. Follow your intuition. There you go. In saying that, I'm just going to pull one other card. Is there a relationship looming for Jessica at this time? If not, why not? Well, we asked yes or no. We got the Hierophant. The Hierophant is a yes. Yes, there is something looming. Being the Hierophant would be inclined to go for somebody who has similar values to you, somebody who is of the intelligent type. Not that you go for anybody else that wasn't intelligent, but what I mean is find that person when you will possibly meet the person when you follow the spontaneous ideas that pop into your mind, which is otherwise known as intuition. Or, oh, what do I want that card? What are we doing here? Yeah, so spontaneous inspiration is intuition, isn't it? The ideas that come out of the blue, we've all had them. You're just doing something completely unrelated, like having a shower or running along the beach, and hello, you get this great idea. Well, where did that come from? Out of the blue. There you go. Divine wisdom fired at us all the time. Jessica, new beginnings. New beginnings are on their way. This is a resetting of getting out of your head and into your heart. All right. Now we've got one last question, unless there's somebody in the chat who would like something asked for them. Thanks for being here, everyone. It is my pleasure to assist you with this Hero Wisdom. Leah, shall I hold my business 1 year anniversary at home or at a function room at Roxy's? Well, here's a playful one, isn't it? Just women or men too. My BNI group is mixed. Oh, party time. Let's plan Leah's party. Party for Leah. How is it going to be the most productive for her business, celebrating 1 year anniversary? I mean, instinctively, don't you invite your clients? So if there's men and women clients, they would be both invited. That would be my logic coming into the mix there as well. However, we want to get out of the logic And it definitely feels like a great idea to do this function, by the way. Do you have it at home or do you have it out and about? Home, out and about. I feel the out and about kind of vibe gives it a lot more of a professional edge. There just might be some limitations with the finances of that. So do you do it more of an exclusive woman's event? I am now getting the woman's vibe. Or do you? Yeah, okay. So a woman's event. It's definitely a woman's event. Ugh, it goes against what I just said, doesn't it? Maybe you don't have any male clients. It's a woman's event, okay? And the location is out and about for celebrations. It feels like it would be a great idea to have some kind of theme. I mean, I know it's the anniversary. There is just an added value, or maybe a speaker, or maybe a gift that everyone gets, or something that is not just about it's an incentive to come along, and it's an added bonus for everybody to experience it as part of the function. I'm just trying to get a feel for what that could be for you. What is the extra bonus that you offer your clients for coming to your 1-year anniversary? I'm getting a mix now of that's the ideal, but finances. Don't want to see you getting stressed about finances, lying awake, getting stressed. Can you do? There's a different option, okay? So not at your home, not at somewhere expensive. So this could be a contra with a client that has a space you could use, and maybe combine with them where their product or service or offering is akin to yours, and that can be the added experience that your clients get. So in favor of using the space, you basically pay the other person by getting the exposure of your clients. That's complementary but not competition. Cool. All right, my beautiful people. Thank you, Fiona, says Jess. My pleasure. Hope that made sense. I'm going to see you next week, same time. Would you like to tell your friends about Tarot Q&A Tuesday? I would love for you to spread the word for me, because I need to personally up my own game with some social media advertising. I don't tell anyone about this except for the VIP group, but you are welcome to invite your friends to have a little tarot party with me here next week, or maybe on another day. Would you like me to attend your girls trip away somewhere? We could do a Zoom. Everybody could have a little session on their Zoom while they're away with the girls anywhere in the world. How fun would that be? 20 minutes each, private session, give everyone a bit of inspiration for the next step ahead. That's my spontaneous thought for the day, and I would love it if you could make comment on what you think of that. Do you have anybody who might be interested? Next time we'll find out. Okay, if you want to ask a question for next week, email fiona@sirensoul.com, SIREN.com. If you'd like to join the list, the VIP list, mention that in your email. I will add you to the special VIP group. Join the gang, join the Tarot Q&A gang, and I will see you right here next week for more wisdom from our beautiful vibes and archetypes of the tarot. Ancient wisdom now coming out as neuroscience. Who would have thought? Who would have thought that neuroscience is coining some of the ancient wisdom philosophy? Good on them, eh? Good on them. Blending science and spirituality. It is going to be amazing. Everyone needs to hear about it. See you, everyone. Bye.